Hi guys, welcome back to Wattle Fence Farms. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kim. And if you do, well, it's good to see you again. So today we are going to do an update. It's been about a month since we've done one. We really want to focus in on the potato towers and what we've got going on for the garden starting so far, and kind of show you guys what we've produced in the greenhouse. So stay tuned for more. So I took a small video just a minute ago, as you saw, of Josh mowing down our garden. It was getting a little overgrown. We've added some new wattling to the fence to try to make it higher to keep the chickens out, but they can still get through these holes. So we got deer netting, 7 foot by 100 foot, to prevent them from getting into our garden. So what I have currently growing in the garden, this is the St. John's wort from last year. It is doing very well. And then we have okra that I planted, not okra, asparagus, good Lord, that I planted last year. And got some good sized pieces going on. Now I gotta cut because it's already starting to bloom a little bit. And I got some that I've missed. I didn't get to them in time to cut them. So, still not enough to really feed the entire family just yet, but we're going to plant some more, hopefully this year, and we should have way more. If you see my busted lip, yeah, it's a little embarrassing, a little stressful, so ignore that. So we also planted several more trees. We have 2 peach trees. I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. They're pear trees. So we've got 2 new pear trees in the ground in our orchard. We have 2 apple trees, but one, something got to it and like ate the membrane, the bark down to the membrane, all the way around. We're gonna try to save it. The likelihood of that happening, pretty much 0, but we're gonna at least give it a try. We got 2 plum trees out there, and I can't remember what it's called, but something else growing out there. Our vineyard's doing wonderful. We'll show you guys what's been planted out there, and of course we're gonna talk about the potato towers. So back to it. So we've got the garden 1 row tilled up, and Josh was telling me that it's a multiple step process in getting the soil ready.
Yeah, because the soil isn't good, so we need a lot more done. We need woods breaking down in there. That's what we need. We need some of the woods from the forest to be breaking down in this stuff, so they can provide air and minerals and stuff like that.
Yeah, because most of our soil is kind of a clay type material.
Almost dead. Almost. The grass has been helping it. But this has got a lot of chicken compost, a lot of grass broken down. We're harvesting woods
and leaves
and stuff, and putting it in here and getting it breaking down all winter. So until I spread the rows out so we have more space this year. I messed that up last year. Anyway, so we're hoping when we get done with this, we'll have nice mounds. Because I'm going to add some charcoal in there. Maybe some other stuff to help aerate it and keep moisture in there. We've been wood chipping the sticks that we used for the ring of fire. Yep. So I've already taken down the ring of fire, but it had all these sticks that we used for the walls. So I ran through the chipper, and it turns into this wonderful stuff right here that breaks down really easy, but it holds moisture and breaks down pretty fast, so really really fluffs up the earth in a very short amount of time. It's really cool. Obviously, I'm gonna have to add more to it throughout, as we go, because it's gonna break down real fast. But it's awesome stuff.
Sorry if you guys are getting a lot of wind. It's a beautiful spring day.
Yeah.
Here on the farm.
It's a Kentucky breezy day.
It is a very Kentucky breezy day.
Mother Nature's got to blow around all that pollen somehow.
Yeah, we had small storms roll through last night. Nothing major.
No.
Can't hardly tell it even rained.
Yeah, so we're gonna get this going. We're gonna slowly build the wattle fence up like it is here. But for now, we're gonna put some deer fencing around it. It's just like
Deer netting.
netting to help keep the chickens out, because they're relentless. They get into everything and eat everything or smash everything. Free range chickens are relentless. If they think they can get in it, they're gonna try. They are worse than cats.
Oh yeah, we've been fighting chickens out of our house for the past like 3 months because they've been trying to get in the house and eating the dog food.
Yeah, so
Stuff. So,
anyway.
but we love our chickens.
Yeah.
They provide us eggs and meat. So, all right, we're gonna get the fencing put up real quick so we can actually till this stuff in.
Yeah, we gotta get on that, but stay tuned, because we will have an update on the potato towers, which are doing better than I thought. So we'll leave it at that.
So we pulled this stuff out last night. Some of it got knocked over in the wind, but figured some natural rain would help. We've got lots of stuff ready to go into the garden. Got Josh some Iceland poppies. These are beautiful. Got another tire to fill up some plants in. And then Josh created this. We've got dill on the back side. I've got a couple marigolds on each side of this. Some
Cinnamon basil.
cinnamon basil. It's very interesting.
Oh, it's lovely. I really want to make some sausages with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got a tomato going up there. We've got roses over here. My Oklahoma rose did not make it through the winter. So Josh brought me another Oklahoma rose, and then he got another one, Charisma, I think is what it's called, and I don't remember which one's which.
It's got bloom coming up.
And then this is one of 2 of the Christmas trees we had over winter. Only one of them survived. It's got some new growth on it, so it should do fine. And then we got some Sylvia, and then of course our greenhouse. Everything is doing lovely in there. Lovely.
Yeah.
So, and this is the fencing we're going to be putting up. Why are you walking away from me?
Oh.
Josh, show them the fencing.
Fencing.
Fencing. It is, let's see if I can get it clear here. All right.
Stops deer. That's all you need.
Yep. 7 foot by 100 foot. He needed 150 foot, so I got him 2 rolls. So, whatever's left over is left over. We will use it for other things. To the garden. Say hello to our hen in the box. I am upsetting her. We just moved the Seabright pen today. They are much happier. I actually got some green grass underneath them. We still need to get you guys some water, don't we? Yeah, we hear ya. You guys are happy with all the green grass. The new bugs. Yep. Chickens. Hi, chickens. Okay, so we've got most of the fencing up, so we're gonna take a minute because we've got to do something about the gate. But from a distance, you can't see this. We've got it strung up about as high as we could all the way around. It should be tall enough to keep the chickens out. It's mostly for the chickens. We do have some rabbits that like to come in here. We only had like a couple holes. So instead of redoing our wattle fencing or adding more to our wattle fencing because of time constraints and, you know, plants need to be in the ground in the next 3 weeks, we went with this netting. And you honestly can barely even tell it's there. Like on the horizon you can kind of see it. But other than that, just looking, if you know what you're looking for, you can't see it. So this is one of our thornless blackberries. We put it in the ground last year and it's kind of growing up in the wattle fencing, which is what it's supposed to do. We have another one over here that it's having a little rough start, but it should wind through the fencing as well. So here in a few minutes we'll get the gate done, and this side so this is netted, this is not netted. You can kind of see the difference between the two of them being this close, but from a distance, like I said, you can't tell that it's there. So I will get back with you guys here in just a few minutes once we have the rest of the netting up. So stay tuned. So we've got our netting all the way around. Now again, keep in mind, this is not to keep deer out, this is to keep our chickens out and rabbits out. We would have to make it a little bit taller all the way around to keep deer out. However, that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about those guys getting here. We had a little issue last year with our second round of crops. Our summer crops got destroyed by our chickens. So we've got everything tilled up. We added in some things to help our garden because this side's not been really doctored this last year, whereas this side has been really doctored. So we had to add in some things. So we should be good to go and go ahead and plant everything. I have my items that I have been hanging on to in the greenhouse. We've got cabbage and broccoli and some lettuce going on here. Josh is getting ready to put in the bean run over there, and we'll talk more about that here in a moment. So this is where we're at. All right, so we've got the bean and pea fence up.
You said
Peas fence up. This is where all of our beans and peas will go. I think we'll probably put some tomatoes right here. We'll have to see if they're compatible next to each other first. I got Brussels sprouts. There's Ninja William. I have my cabbage. Then I've got 2 different types of lettuce. I've got buttercrisp, and I have 2 things of romaine right here, but I have more in the greenhouse. Cauliflower, which needs some water. It's not looking so healthy. And then I've got really pretty broccoli, which is actually looking pretty good for the moment. So we have our asparagus bed here, which I've already clipped some of them. This, I'm just going to let it do its thing. And then this, I'm not sure what I'm going to plant. Oh yeah, okra and carrots and radishes will go in here. Kind of a mix thing going on. So we might put some strawberries over here. Do a nice strawberry bed. Waste no space. So, main part of the garden is for the most part ready to go. We got to finish up the planting probably tomorrow before the rain hits on Tuesday. But we're going to make a little quick detour and show you guys the raised beds and then on to the potato towers. So Josh is planning on 6 raised beds this year, hopefully. These are all squashes, like zucchini squash, cucumbers in there. He also lined some of it with garlic as well. So we've got 2 full beds of squash and zucchini and cucumbers. We'll get him to climb up the lattice here that he made. But we've got 2 here and 2 here ready to go to build the other boxes. Now for the grand finale. Ta-da! There's actually potatoes growing. Not a lot on this one, but they are starting to pop out. This one's got quite a few. We got some on top here. One trying to pop its head out right there. Now look at that one right there. Several on the side here.
Still got some. They're all trying to come out.
Yeah, more trying to come out.
It's actually not doing too bad.
Yeah, it's doing a lot better than we thought it was going to do, honestly. Potato, more potatoes, lots of potatoes kind of sticking out. Took a little longer than we thought it would for them to start actually greening out. So,
yeah, I think I like the idea. I'm really curious on how it's going to end up overall, but I think just looking at how everything worked out with it, I think I'm going to do half stacks and put like a whole bunch of half stacks. It'll be the same concept, but easier to control the compression. I think the compression is going to be a lot of the key to it.
yeah.
Because it compresses down. But like I said, I don't know. Never done this. I have noticed that you go around and when you start seeing green, you poke them out like that one. I didn't know that was there. And there's another one. There's more poking out every day. So I'm got pretty good hopes on this thing so far. I mean, it seems to be working the way I did it. Remember, disclaimer, I've never done this before. I watched like a video for about 5 seconds and said, oh, I can do that. So this was my take on how to do them. I'm sure there's others. Don't know.
If you haven't noticed, our field does have strips in it cut. It's because we wanted to leave some of the wildflowers growing to help pollinate things around here. But this potato's doing good. We've got our main garden fenced in so the chickens don't get in there and the rabbits. Again, disclaimer, we are not trying to keep the deer out because we haven't had any problem with deer just yet. Just the rabbits and the chickens. So, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap this video up. Sorry it was a little long, but I did want to show you kind of what's been going on. The greenhouse is working fabulously. We've got the schematics and measurements to actually start the home build. So hopefully in the next week we'll get a video posted of the official layout and the official groundbreaking to put the piers in for the home. It is going to be a long process. Sorry about that, but we're doing this on a budget, a really, really tight budget. So this is year 2, and honestly, right here shows how much has changed in a year, because this was all this type of grass last year. So a lot of work and love has gone into this place. So I hope you guys continue to watch and support us. And we'll catch you next time.